We're back. Episode 1, 2023. It's kind of maybe a brand new series. I'm not really sure. This is like, it's still under the same series, but I guess a different sort of season of it. We're still going through with it. Kind of similar to what I did with the Dawn Warrior back in 2020. There were kind of sort of 2 seasons of that, but you get the picture. You may or may not have watched the Savior episode. But if you did, you got to see what I pretty much did for the most part of January. And then, didn't really record much of February. You can see some of the things that I go through, I guess. Here are some clips of things that have happened and things that I have gone through over the past month. That was my first 17 to 18 tap. Let me see about this belt. Oh. Oh my goodness, the belt's 20. Crap. This is how we opened episode 1 of the 2023 series. With a 20-star Dreamy belt in front of my face. I could be hyping this up right now, but it could totally blow up on the first tap. 21 is a good settle, but I have problems, and I really don't want to see a 21-star item. We're gonna go. But it obviously can't stay 20 stars. Okay. Man, my mental's not good. I'm actually gonna be so sad this booms. I'm not in a good space where if it booms I could just be like, oh, whatever, shrug it off, you know. Not the greatest look at the moment. But I'll just have to shrug it off eventually. That's 4 fails. We will go ahead and continue to hit these fails. And then, oh, it's 21. I can't do it. This belt's going to being blown to smithereens. Just look at it. Enjoy the stats while it lasts. We're sending it down to, I missed it. Here we go. Yeah, this is it. Just be prepared. That was really long. I thought I was gonna blow up there. Taking off longer to hit the 7, huh? Yikes. Dude, the way I'm closing my eyes, I don't even want to look. It's gone. Try to keep a trace in my inventory. This is, nah, it's bad vibes. I gotta drop these. That's just how it goes down. That is simply just how it goes down. That's 5 pitch booms though. Going for 22 stars. Not a single one is hit. Is what it is. As you can tell, it sucked. Like it was not good. I'm hoping to turn things around though, play a little bit more in line with the way I'm supposed to be playing, I suppose. Just because, well, yeah, like I should probably stop off offending so many things. So we're gonna play properly now. I promise you guys that. Maybe not. But here we are. On a level 278 Buccaneer. It is Sunday Maple. I'll talk about what it is a little later because I haven't gotten to it yet. So, for episode 1 of the new series, I will be going over some different things. I'll be going over events currently going on in the game right now, which is currently the Strawberry Farm, the most broken Legion event this game has ever seen. It is so good. I cannot believe how good it is. We got the Golden Chariot, which I'll go through rewards as I get them. Currently, I'm about to receive the damage skin box, but you guys can actually see the damage skins. but I've gotten a Neon Yeti and Pink Beam Cape voucher, which, funny enough, last year I got the Neon Yeti Cape, so this year I decided to get the Pink Beam Cape. Moving on over to week 2, it's a pet box of a lot of event pets. The event pet that I decided to go with is Docho, which is Tautier. So I'm getting the Tautier pet. Just put it in on here just cause. If I want to, there's a cash transfer every month. I don't even care. And then week 3, damage skin unit box with one brand new damage skin, which is this one here. Which... Nah, I don't mess with it. It's not that good. But I'm not really too sure what I should get. So it has all of the events or all the damage skins from past events, and I don't even have room for anything. This one came from the event ring events that happened literally previously before the new update that we got a few days ago. This is the Rock Spirit damage skin, and you guys saw this back when I was covering the Rock Spirit event a little bit. I don't even know if I covered much of that, honestly. That time period was kind of, not too big for the game. And then we just have other things that you guys have already seen. So if I were to choose a damage skin from here, I'm probably gonna have to stick with it because I don't get any damage skin slots until April 6th. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this origami unit skin. I don't really like this one. This one I don't really think is that good of a fit. So it was pretty much between these two. So I'm just gonna go with the origami unit. It is what it is. Now I am stuck with it until April 6th. So I guess a good question is, now that this event, wait, I still might have stats on here. Okay, I do, for like a few more hours. How much stronger has this character gotten? At least with a little bit of temp stats, I guess. Running the Wongshan VIP temp stat title, I'm going to be doing a Culvert run on this character. The scores I've gotten in the past have been pretty decent. The highest I've seen with like maximum temp stats is 8,000. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not hitting 8,000 in this video. I have gotten like 7.7, 7.5. Last week was 7.5, so I'm kind of expecting the same thing to happen as well. But we'll go ahead and check it out. I just gotta make sure I got all my buffs. Yet to do any weeklies either. I was planning on probably doing them another night, but I think with some buffs, I kind of don't want to let them go to waste at the moment, so I might do some. Especially with the title going, I should probably do some of the harder bosses. Oh, it showcased the boss. Oh yeah, nah. I think I'm gonna showcase big boss changes on Darknell and Gloom for today. So we're gonna do those two tonight. Popping over to Xenon Link, just so I can get a little bit of a higher Culvert score. I always do this. Also, I should probably stop willy-nilly showcasing the diamond pickaxe. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all get it by now. Y'all see it. Let me switch back to the choo-choo weapon because I want the temp stats. I just gotta remember how to do this. Every single week, I seem to always forget something. Fatal Strike is still on for a few more days. We're good. So just go ahead and waltz in here right now. My Legion's good. Everything. Links. Yeah, I just changed my links. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and get on in. So, buffing up. We got my... Oh, Maple Warrior. Bam. 50.8k stat with Xenon Link, so it's kind of down to like 50.3-ish without it. Still nice to be over 50k stat though. I'm going to lose a good chunk of that stat, unfortunately, because the Wongshan title, again, is expiring in just a couple of hours. Nice. 5-5, good enough. Okay, I was going to time leap it if it wasn't a good roll. So first thing I do, making sure the boost nodes are on. I will go ahead and keep those on. And then, pretty sure we're set. So we just go in, Octo Punch, Power Fatal Strike, go inside. Okay. So we want to proc that Howling as soon as possible. Boom, boom. Okay. Oh, Maple Warrior. Ah! I completely forgot about that for a second. I just hope I can make it in time, because I'm gonna have to use it soon. That's fucking right now. Not a big fan of that proc. It did what it had to do though, which I guess is okay. But I'm not expecting like a beefy score, honestly. Oh well. Oh snap! Yeah, no. Run's already doomed. I had to use one of my like hyper skills 7 seconds late. I gotta pay closer attention. Ooh. I gotta get the rust off these hands, especially when it comes to next week's run. Also, the node seems to proc pretty early. I just hope it'll be up by the last Howling Fist cast. Well, oh, epic adventure! Oh my goodness, popping that at 54. That's throwing like crazy. I just really hope I get DPS it down enough to see the final phase here. I'll say for my last flag, I probably want to use this more like over here. What's up? Overdrive soon. No, I think I should be good. Yeah, I'll hit the last stage of my burst, no problem. It's a roar 3, so 13 seconds left. AB, please. Okay, we go now. AB! Oh, this is not good. Oh my goodness. Didn't even get the last hit off of that. Ladies and gentlemen, a horrible score. Wait, okay, I barely hit 7k. I'm not even like... Wow. It's crazy how much of a difference your score is when you actually do the Fatal Strike the way you're supposed to do it. I think a proc can get a bit too early. I should definitely proc it after I go inside and not before, because this is not a good score. 7.1 pretty much compared to my last week's 7,510. Yikes. Like, I'm pretty sure I can still hit 7k plus without the temp stat title. I just had a really bad roll with Fatal Strike there. Not running it again. So before I do bosses, I'll talk about more of my game plan for grinding on this character. I'll also do as many boss mules as possible for Meso. As you've seen in episode 0, I have an arc now. So I have Dark Knight, Dawn Warrior, and arc, and they can kill bosses up to low me pretty quickly. So I'll mostly be grinding those out because I am a bit busy at the moment. And what I'm currently busy with is, you're not going to believe this, but I'm trying to level up to 275 on GMS right now. That might take me another 2 months to get, if anything. Currently at 266. So a lot of the footage will still kind of just be me doing my dailies, me doing my weeklies, covering events. There's still some pre-quests and stuff I want to go through. In this episode, I also want to talk about my conversion stat and how I'm going to use this to kind of predict what I might need going into Black Mage in terms of item upgrades, my levels, pretty much everything considered. Okay, it's Darknell time, and if you haven't seen it already, and you gotta watch me go in here, jaw drop, dude, I swear, like, it's gotta be so insane. But let me just pop my guild skills real quick. I'm definitely not gonna show the full run, because that would take a little too long, and so I'll be still close to like 15 minutes. Let's not forget to swap out of Xenon, and put resistance back on, and it is now time to go to work. Up here as well, and alright, it begins. First time doing the new Darknell on my buck as well, but watch this. You can see the entire height of the map without having to jump. When I first did this on my Dark Knight, it tripped me out so much. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was so confused. And then the debris is also a bit easier to tell, like, what it is. But of course, they're brand new colors, so when you're first searching this boss, you don't know what they are. So you kind of have to experience it. I think yellow is... Okay, from recalling from my Dark Knight, I think yellow is stun. Yellow is stun, and I don't know what the other two are. Stun is the most dangerous, so that's the one I remember the most. Unless green is stun. Wait, I don't even know. Do I take the chances to get hit with something? Okay, I'm sure... Get hit by blue, we'll figure it out. Blue is blind. So blue is blind, which means I'm pretty sure yellow is skill lock? No. Green is skill lock, and yellow is stun. I'm not going to willy-nilly get hit by them though. I'll get hit by them if I accidentally get hit by them. Cause like, it's just not gonna happen. Let me get rid of that. Over there. We're good though, we're good. Yeah. Okay. No worries. But yeah, no. This actually makes the fight pretty easy as well. Or a lot easier than before. Because they also fall down a tiny bit slower in comparison to before the updates. If you haven't actually like been able to see it yet. Oh yikes. That was close. I got stunned. Okay, yellow. Boom, boom, boom. Stun. I just got the stun message again. Let me jump! I'm dead. No way. Gonna be honest, I already forgot what blue was. But I'm pretty sure that was blind. So that's, yeah, that's blind. That just leaves the last one being for Zombify. Okay, now you guys know the fight. I'm going to die out. This run is not good. Careful. Careful. Watch out for the thing. I'm gonna get hit by that. Oh snap. Nice, I healed. Boop. Hit. We did it. Okay. No comment. Thanks for making these boss changes, Nexon. I like how I still spawn right in front of the chest. Well, my Lord of the Deep, that is freely to hit. But they made some changes, I'm pretty sure. The Lord of the Deep doesn't really do stupid things like that anymore. Or maybe it does, I don't know. I actually forgot. Anyway, I'm stopping the jump here. Not like I'm gonna get anything meaningful from this boss today, am I? Probably not. We're not gonna start off this part of the series on the high end, are we? No. Okay. Boom. I got my boss sparkling red back. Okay, time for Gloom. Gloom change. Oh man, oh man. ABs can do this boss now. Okay, let me show y'all once I get to it. There's like no crazy change to the start of this fight in particular. If anything, they didn't really change the ceiling, or they didn't change the height of the map. What I will say though is I got it. Okay, sorry, my brain. What I will say though is if you go up to the ceiling, you can see the... If you go up to the ceiling, you can see the boss spawn. Very, very nice touch they added. Also, I'm not doing that again. So there's really like no actual change to this boss before Darkness. It's when it gets to Darkness that's like crazy. I'd even buff up. Okay. What's going on today? I'm like actually dying. Burst real quick. How much damage is my almighty powerful burst? You need about the stun balls, it's all good. I need to get like 10%. Hold on, it's not closed yet. Almost 12. Fine, I'll take it. Why was that so late? What the heck? It's happening here pretty soon. Okay, Darkness has happened. Oh no, what do you know? All the debris has disappeared. And it's never going to come back. At least until I'm out of Darkness. No, seriously, this is actually insane. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, but this is like one of the biggest changes of any bosses. It's crazy how removing debris ends up making this part of the fight so ridiculously easy. Like, it's not even funny. So yeah, that's why I said what I said at the entrance, even though I still died to the technical at the start. No worries. I think out of all the hard bosses that I run, the only other change that they have made, the only other change that they've made to previous bosses is maybe to Lucid. So where whenever Dragon happens, you no longer get teleported during Dragon anymore. That's pretty much it. I died again towards the laser because I pressed the wrong button. You know what? It's really crazy how I'm saying that, and I'm gonna die out. I'm like, they made Darknell a lot easier. Boom, 1 life left. They made Gloom stupid easy. Probably gonna have 1 life left at the end of the year too. Like, you never know. I might have to redeem myself next week. I swear. I'm pretty sure I still haven't done a Deathless Run in this boss yet. It is how it is. In my defense, it is 4 in the morning. I'm not even joking. It's real late. I'm just gonna use that as my excuse now. Dang it, I wasn't paying attention. I got hit by a tentacle, then I got hit by a debris. I'm at 2 lives now. What could possibly go wrong? Literally the 1 second I look off my screen. I wish I was joking. But dang, I don't even know. But just take a glance and notice how all of my deaths have not been in darkness, and they've all been really stupid deaths. My first death was, well, the leg. That, you know. Second death was because I did not press my blink and I pressed my octo punch instead, and I was getting sucked into the laser. And then my third death was getting hit by that and then debris right after. So, all deaths could have been very easily avoided. Keep that in mind. Whoa. Alright, we're good. Now we go ahead and get this burst off here. This will probably not take me to 15. But I should get pretty close. And I'm in darkness, which is a blessing, honestly. Oh, we love darkness. Oh, that still hit me. I'm just gonna will. Nah, not hitting 15. No worries. Link next to it. Yeah. I get hit by that diamond. I don't know why the leg spawns late when it like goes down. I notice the instance late is low. I would like to say that that's probably ping, but it feels a little weird. I'm not really too sure exactly what it is. But yeah, as you can tell, super easy darkness still, even this late in the fight. You know what they say, LeBron James' bad seasons. That's just how it goes. Okay, it's time to wrap it up. I got no guild skills, no buffs, no nothing, but we're still gonna get out of here. No worries. He's dead. We're good. See, look, this boss is for babies. I swear, you gotta believe me. But alright, here goes nothing. Kablam. Stellar earrings, let's go. But as you can see, the boss changes made the bosses so easy that I now suck at the game. Doesn't make any sense, take it however you want to take it. Let me just get my 1.6 bill. But alright. That's pretty much it for all the boss and content and stuff that I got going on right now. It's time to talk about something a bit more important for tonight, before I get off the game for the night. We got Strawberry Farm. If you guys remember Utah's Bee Farm a few years back, if you played a few years back, I think this event is so much better because the monsters give so much more EXP. It is a Legion grinding event available for players levels, what do you call it? What level? 101 to 220. Yes, mobs that give very, very good EXP up to level 220. It costs 20 soils to enter, and you can collect 100 per day from mobs. On Sundays, you can collect 200 per day. I already have them collected. I'm pretty sure it won't even let me enter because I'm too high level. I'm also not in a party. But like I said, it takes 20, and there's really like no limit outside of that. The limit is pretty much what you are capped on for the day. I've looted 300 soils, or how many you're able to collect. So I've looted 300 soils, 20 soils per run. I can enter this 15 times on a mule. and each time mobs that give a ton of EXP, 500 kills. I was doing this in the past a little bit, a couple days ago. Recorded some of it. I first recorded, I guess, my Lara, finishing that up to 200. I think I got 192 to 199 or 198 done within a matter of a few minutes. And then I got on my Illium in, I want to say maybe like 6 runs, or yeah, probably like 6 runs. I got from 120 to 167. And a run is like 2.5 minutes. Makes no sense. What does this mean, my friend? That means I have achieved a goal that I honestly did not think I would achieve when I started, which I'm pretty sure I've done that 1,000 times on here already. But if you've already seen it from my character window, I hit AK Legion. And I haven't even gotten the rank up yet, as you can tell. Before I get off tonight, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute Strawberry Farm grind session. But let me go ahead and get this rank up out of the way. 8k Legion. I was waiting until I could actually have a proper recording for this because this is huge. Hitting it. It's called Grandmaster Union on KMS. On GMS, I'm pretty sure it's called Legendary Legion. But I am very, very happy to now say that I am a proud owner of a Legion level that is this high. Gonna have to redo this grid like tomorrow, or do Legion Solver for it. But I'll go ahead and put my Kali on here. My Lara is hiding somewhere. Actually, let me find my Lara first, because that's probably, yeah, my Lara. My Kali could probably actually. We'll do Illium and then Hoyoung for now. And then we'll put the Kali on attack. And then I don't know, what random class do I have? Nothing benefits me on this character, so I can literally just put anything on here. I'll do the Cadena on attack. Actually, no, more characters should be put into IED, honestly, but no, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep everything in stat. I'll do a proper build for this, like I said, tomorrow. And then for normal monster damage, oh, that's already completely filled out. I got 1 in boss, actually, so that's 3. I don't have a 3-piece that would fit there, so I'm just gonna leave that there for now. I'm gonna throw the rest of what I have into EXP, and then that'll be it. Go ahead and switch over to it now as well. And I think what I'm gonna do is, it's also a day where I can claim 30 minutes of 3x for free, because that is part of today's Sunday Maple. They are account transferable, so I'm gonna go ahead and get them, put them in the storage. And you guys are about to see some of the craziest leveling ever. Not to mention there's also a daily for this as well, whenever you cap out. Every 2 days up to day 10, you get cosmetic rewards. Day 2 is a damage skin, and then day 4, which is today, is going to be a mount. Every day during the events, you will also get 45 minutes of 2x coupons. More than I can even handle. They're all going to expire. So I'm just sitting on the damage skin and the mount. Oh wait, oh, this damage skin's going to expire. Unless they give it to a Mule. That's awkward. I'll use the mount though. Here's what the mount looks like. I'm on a Strawberry. Flying all the way across Odium. That's it. I think a very good character to showcase in a mobbing playing field would be Luminous. I need more 200s anyway, and this will help if my road towards 8.5k, so we're gonna brush off the Lumi a little bit. I'm gonna record this 30 minutes straight. Just gonna be me grinding it out. No recorded footage, or no like a webcam footage, because this is also a video that I want to separately upload just to showcase the absolute brokenness of this event. And I had to get a rune before I go in. This might be recorded in like 2 15-minute intervals, because I want to get a rune for each one. That's honestly what I feel like the most important thing is, especially since the 3x is only 15 minutes. So after a 3x expires and I go look for a rune, I probably won't pop other buffs. I might not have to, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I think I wouldn't have to, depending on where I am and how fast I could look for a rune, a second rune. But I'm gonna need some gear, some better gear. So I'm probably gonna tackle a couple of bosses with a drop coupon, which would just be Zakum and Hilla. First, let's see about Zakum. Got nothing. Cool. And then I will do Hilla. Because, like, one of the biggest things is I'm going to be leveling so fast that I do get kind of scared that I'm not going to be able to keep up with how much stronger the monsters will be getting. So if there is any sort of gear that I'll be able to latch onto, then that would be great. I don't have Ender. This is probably gonna take a while. Onto the good old days at the very start of the series for real. Except I'm pretty sure my buck didn't even take this long for Hilla. This is embarrassing. 8K Legion player, everybody. This is truly the work of an 8K Legion player. I swear, if I die and I lose my coupon, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh my goodness, like, words wouldn't even be able to describe. Or if I kill this boss and I get absolutely 0 drops at all whatsoever. I don't know if my cat's been meowing in the back or not. He just got up. I can deal with him after this Hilla run. Prep for this strawberry farm video is ridiculous, I swear. This is so stupid. Okay. Hat overall, cool, I'll take it. I kind of wish I got like a weapon or something, but you can always get what you want, I guess. Oh my god, the overall's 20 and 6. This makes me want to flame the hat a little bit. Imagine spending... Bro, this has no flame. Why would I want to wear this? It has no flame. I gotta like at least drop a couple flames on it or something. I got Legion flames I could use. Whatever I want should only take like 5 flames. I'll go for like 40 stat if I have to, literally. No, but I reflame the overall, that's not good. That had magic attack, so that was probably good enough anyway. Yeah, that would have... No it on there. That's cool. That actually bothers me, like, to no end, so I'm gonna reflame that. That's not good. We're dropping 5 more. This is so stupid. I cannot believe I'm doing this. I'm actually so irritated by how stupid I am for thinking this is a good idea. I would have kept 59 in. Oh my goodness, what are these flames, dude? What are these flames? I can't even... I mean, I've rolled 40 like twice. So I can't even say I didn't hit 40. I said I was going for 40, literally rolled it twice within 10 flames, within 5 flames rather. And then now I'm mad because I'm not getting the rolls that I want. 20, 24. Oh man. What is this, a totem? Jesus. Let me just hit something decent. And then... as it happens, I go through 1,000 Legion coins to roll 35 and 4. Let's go. The heck is this weapon? Oh my god. Okay, that is a really good weapon. Also put this overall on. Then reveal the pot. We'll probably cube a little, Star Force a little. Make sure I get my emblem and secondary. Pot those, cube those as well. Just making sure I work this character up a little bit. Give it some gains. I'll e-pot both of them, honestly. I could have just put 2 in the thing instead of buying 1 at a time. Go for 6%. Maybe the weapon tears up with the occults that I have. That'd be really cool if it did, but I'm not expecting it. I think this character has been fed. Whatever it could be fed for now. This tiered up and it's 6%. Everything else is 6%. And then this tiered up and it 4%. The one item that I hope wouldn't tier up because it's only going to give me 2% more end compared to anything else that would give me 3, but oh well. This is more stat than my Lara had going to 200, so we're just going to work with this. This should be fine. Good enough. Let me start Strawberry Farm into the map, and then that's how I know I'm like ready to go. So I'm going to find a rune, and then it begins. So 30 minutes of 3x ride here, starting at 120. Let's see what we leave off at. already talked about how crazy good this event was, but I did not expect that to be that good. The 3x's they gave us today was such a blessing. Going from 120 to 225 minutes. What? And it's crazy because this event is still super good all the way up to 220. It doesn't even stop at 200. It goes to 220. Like, I got no words, dude. So yes, I present to you guys the greatest Legion event to ever exist. Strawberry Farm. That's it. With Strawberry Farm being done on my Lumi, and I'm level 200, it's brought my Legion up to 8,118. So I may as well go ahead and get as close to 8.5 as possible during this event. Unfortunately for my other characters, I'll be using 2 extra ones. I lost track of how many times I entered, but I probably won't go in again for like another 2 days, and then maybe in 2 days, the Illium that I was working on, I can go ahead and just get the Illium up to level 200. But yeah, that's it for today. I gotta get track of, or I gotta get a track of like what day I'm currently on. It's day 380 something, I bet. Probably the early day 380s because it's been over a year now, and it's still like the same month that I had my year anniversary, so it's not too far after 1 year, just a little bit. But yeah, that's enough for the day. This is gonna be a crazy video. Okay, I have returned. I did not record yesterday really because it was getting late, but let's see. So 28th in Korea, 1 year, March 10th, 365 plus 18, day 383. I don't even care. I've completely lost track where we're gonna say it. Day 383 of KMS Reboot. What are we doing today? I just did my dailies pretty much, so all I really have left is to do my strawberry farms. I collected the soil yesterday, but I didn't use it. So I collected the soil today and I should be at 220 because my Lumi only used 14. So I have 11 entries for my Illium. So I'm going to be doing the Illium, and hopefully the Illium hits level 200 today, hopefully within like half an hour of training. I'm going to go ahead and take some items off the Lumi first, because once I get this Illium done, that means that I have my 36th level 200 plus character. And then I will fully be able to work on my AK Legion grid and actually use it to its fullest extent. First thing we're gonna do with the Illium is farm some Pinseliers. I really don't care how good or bad the flame is. It actually quite literally doesn't even matter at this point. But I'm gonna get some Pinseliers, and then whenever I get them, I'm going to Star Force them, and then I should be good. Also for Legion, I could set this more towards instant magic attack. I guess I will. I don't really need to because I'm pretty strong even without having to do it, but it's still some extra damage. To see if I can make this a little faster, what I just did was pop a drop coupon. And I've only gotten shoe and hat so far, but they're not too bad because the shoe I got is 3 magic attack and 3 all stat, and the hat that I got is 48 int. I was like, I got a 16 int hat, that's good enough. Then I get a 48 int hat. Okay, that's cool. I also wanted to do Zakum, so I should probably just go ahead and do that right away. I honestly don't need too much gear, but I really do want to get a weapon. So as soon as I see a weapon, I will be done. Regardless of whether I have full Pinselier or not, it doesn't even matter. Zakum. Okay. Good enough. 3% all stat pretty much. I'll take it. Then I'll go ahead and put these on as well, for the side effect at least. There is a Zakum weapon, which... honestly, I might just let this pass. This looks pretty much good enough. I don't even care. It's got 30... bro, what are these flames I'm getting? Yo, I'm just gonna use this gear. Why did it even transfer, like, pot scrolls and stuff? Oh, man. I transferred the mesos and the items, or the potions, but I didn't transfer the pot scrolls and the cubes. Whoopsie. I think I should be fine, though. Wait, there's plenty of cubes in here anyway. That's perfectly fine. Then let me pull out one of each. There's no small EXP pot. I completely forgot about it. And then the 2Xs. I could get a 2X from the daily. Plus, I don't use a red potion. I use a green pot. I could get a 2X from the daily. And the daily also gives the android, which I'm pretty sure, yes, is account transferable, so I don't worry too much about that. Just put that in the storage. Now, Star Force the gear, and then when I'm done, I just look for a rune and go to work. I am done. Do stat check. 1.9. Yeah, nah, it's all good. Let's go to get that rune and go stupid. I will keep you guys updated in half an hour. You guys already saw how crazy Strawberry Farm was. And if I do hit 200 beforehand, then I will show you guys when exactly I hit 200. Bad news. Pretty much hitting 188 right now, but I only have 5 runs left, including this one. So I'm probably going to end off at like 197 or 198 or something ridiculous. That kind of makes me sad because I don't know if I want to grind out like the last level or whatever, you know, by grinding actual mobs. That sounds like a horrible idea. But I think one thing that I could do is after this run, I look for another room. And hopefully I find one within like the next 5 minutes after I'm out. If I can find one within 3 to 4 minutes, I think 5 is a bit too much. But if I can find a room within 3 to 4 minutes, then I might be able to finish all my runs in time by the time the EXP coupons expire. Because a rune would get me through, I want to say, about almost 2 full runs for this character. I'm clearly killing these mobs a lot slower than my Luminous, which sucks in comparison, but it's still not too bad. I just need a rune. Green Folk Town, please bless me. I think with the rune I can actually be done in like 4 runs, unironically. Nice! Perfect! I'm 196 with 2 runs left after this, so even if I only get 3 levels in the next 2 runs, I could just do Scrapyard and I'm done. This character also started out at 120. But I think I would need around, okay, so with 2x coupons at 120, and I get a rune, I don't even know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know. Had 11 runs, about 17 runs. 17 runs using 3 runes throughout the 17 runs was about enough to get from 120 to 200. So that's about 3 days worth. It's a bit more than 3 days. It's 3.4 days. So now I'm doing this math in my head real quick because it's day 6 of the event. So after today, there's 8 days left, which means there's only really enough time for me to get 2 more level 200s up. I'll see what my Legion level is after I am done, and I'm going to assume that actually, well, there's the Sunday with the, it might be another 3x, but also might not be. But if there's a 2x Sunday for Soils again, then I can get pretty close to 3 200s up. But we'll see. I'm just trying to gauge how possible it is to be able to hit 8.5 Legion. But I think I can get pretty freaking close. And it is done. 26 minutes from 167 to 200. With 11 entries, this is the 11th and final entry, but I don't even care. I'm leaving right now. It doesn't matter. If I were smart, I was like 198, 60% when I entered. I could have just killed regular mobs till I leveled up and did Scrapyard just to save a run. If that's what I'm gonna have to do, then that's what I'll do. Let me go ahead and see what my Legion level is and add at least another 200 that I'll be getting by the end of the event. 8,151. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna hit anywhere near 8.5. I do need one more 200 though, so if I get one more 200, that would be, let's say I get the Hoyoung to 200. That's another 69 levels, so that's gonna bring me up to 81, or 8220. So I'd be at 280 levels. So the best part for me between the rest of the 5 characters is to spread out the levels that I would be getting. That means the remaining 5 characters need to go from 120 to 176. Which I'm sure shouldn't be too difficult with the farm. But first, I do want to see how long it's going to take for my Hoyoung to reach 200. Or how many days I need to save up. I'll probably try in like 3 days. I might also self-grind it to 140 as well, just so it can like wear Pinseliers. And I don't have to worry about enhancing stuff during the runs because that takes up way too much time. Now what I gotta do is get back on the buck, and we're going to reassign the grid completely. I'm going to put down in Mr. Xenogen's Legion solver how many level 200, 250 pieces I have, and then after that, I will fill up the thing on that the website. Yes, the Legion solver website, and I'm going to copy it for both the bossing and a mobbing build. Here it is, the complete 8k Legion bossing grid. I left this extra spot here in attack, so whenever I do hit 8.5, my level 200 Hoyoung can just easily slide in there for an extra 4 attack. Because I had a previous script beforehand, and while I was working on it, I'm like, wait, if I get my 8.5k and my Hoyoung can't fit in here, I'm gonna have to do a whole lot of work later on to try to fix it. So let me just go ahead and fix it right now so it can just easily go in there. Now for the mobbing grid. And then here's my new mobbing grid. I have maxed out EXP with the same amount of normal monster and crit damage. I have the same crit rate, so my Viper doesn't miss out on crit rate whenever it's mobbing. And so whenever I do hit 8.5 and the Hoyoung goes on here, it can either go on crit rate for other mules, I guess, or if I just really want the extra damage for mobbing, the little bit of extra damage from mobbing on my buck, then I'll probably just throw it into one of the stat blocks. It doesn't really matter. And that's it. Feels good to have a nicely done Legion though. Oh my goodness, this looks phenomenal. I can't wait till I fill a good chunk of this whenever I do hit 8.5. This little piece, this little tile right here will not be filled, so it'll look pretty silly, but it is what it is. Taking a look at my current stats with Maple Warrior applied, I am 50,318 strength, which is honestly making up for the stat that I lost from losing the Wongshun title. I was probably gonna go down to like 50.1, but reaching AK Legion, I'll be back up to 50.3. This is the part where I start opening up the converted sheet, the stat convertible. I'm gonna put in my stats, we're gonna get the number, and I'm gonna talk about kind of the numbers I need to be able to solo Black Mage. I'm probably going to have to make a lot of these throughout the series. And the reason why is because it's always updating. It's always updating alongside the most recent KMS patches. This one is for the current one, 1.2.375, which is about half a week old, so probably update itself again in around 3.5 weeks at the absolute latest. There could be an update beforehand, but I'm not really too sure. But I will very likely, hopefully this stays, and this will be like something that I update on a monthly basis whenever a new patch comes out, or just whenever I make any sort of like major specific gains for the character. I'll go ahead and count that as well. So this is Buccaneer. Also, I remember saying I was going to make a video on this. I changed my mind. I'm probably not going to make a video, and the reason being is because this doesn't work for GMS at all. The numbers that you have to put in have to be so precise that if you count things like tier 3 potentials, the addition of Gollux or Sweetwater or anything like that, then it's going to throw it off the rails. It's not going to be able to make any sense out of it. If you do figure out a way to make it work, then the values might likely be incorrect. So let me go ahead and fill everything in, and I will show you guys what my converted stat is. And here's the magic number. My converted stat is, going by 300 PDR bosses, 51,250, which is a bit on the low end, because if I recall, Jin K's Black Mage solo run that he did, he was very close. I think he was like either 58 or 59k, and I might need to get a little bit higher than that because I'm not liberated, so I do not have a Genesis iframe to take advantage of. So the process to get pretty close to 60k without a Genesis weapon is really hard. It's very difficult. Down here you can also see the ratings of how it like rates how much stat I have for my converted stat. So like regular stat 5.1. I assume anything past 5 is like above average, and anything below 5 is below average, and if there's like something really low, then it's just bad. For example, I got super low boss damage but super high IED, meaning that my IED weapon, well, at the end of the day, especially since I'm popping a black heart, I gotta get rid of that thing. I can't be having 3 lines of IED when I do my BM solo. I don't need that. So yes, weapon recubing for 2 lines of boss, 1 line of attack, or the other way around is mandatory. Because I'm over here sitting on 96 IED without temp stats and without a black heart. That is so much IED, it's insane. And then over here with my current stats, you can kind of see my solo cut for the bosses that I'm able to do. For example, the lowest that's clearable right now is Chaos Slime at 115%. This is without any given temp stats at the moment at all. So this will probably be like a 26-minute run now that I'm officially temp statless, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Everything else should still be like sub 20 minutes, perfectly fine. A good Darknell is a little more than 15 minutes. A good Gloom is a little bit longer. Hilla is around the same time as Gloom. And then there's Mule and Lucid, which I do without guild skills anyway. Their times are meaningless, doesn't really matter. The two big ones, Normal Saren and Hard Black Mage. These are the main goals of the series, specifically Hard Black Mage. I couldn't really care too much about Normal Saren at the moment, but if it does end up being clearable for BM, then so be it. But Black Mage, 47% at a 40% cut. I think the number that I want to try to get this to is around 70%, because this does say a 40-minute cut. I don't know if I said 40% earlier or 40, it doesn't even matter. So yeah, 47% for a 40-minute solo cut, which means I think if I get that number to about 70%, it could become clearable. So we're going to do a little bit of playing around and test some things. So let's say I get no black boss, no pitch boss, but I 22 star my slime ring. What a funny joke. And I 22 star my arcanes. We're going to put those numbers in and see what that gets me to. So the magic number for those is 290 stat and 331 attack. There we go, fully updated. Puts me at 54.4 if I manage to 22 star all the current gear that I'm wearing right now, which, oh my goodness, I'm still super far off. It's actually crazy. I think what I want to do is, let's say temp stats arrive, and I get myself pushed up to 1460 Arcane Force. So I'm going to do a little bit of pretend action here. Let's go ahead. Oh wait, no, I added up here, my bad. So additional Arcane Force, 110, putting me at 1460. It's all red because this is all like based off of these stats. Level, I want it to be at least 282, so we'll add the levels by 4, so the beam goes from 60 to 64. By having 1.1x, finishing my star forcing, and being level 282. Now, temp stats and black hearts. Let's see about that. So let's say I get rid of my junk IED line to get a black heart on my weapon. Congratulations, that's no net IED gain. But 2 set boss will give me additional 40 boss. It should also give me an additional 10 attack and 10 all stats. So we're going to bump this up to 300. And then we're also going to bump this up to 341. And then black heart itself is also 77 attack. So 341 plus 77 is 418. That is a bit of a stat loss though, so let's go ahead and account for that. I do gain 21 more stat because it is a 15-star item, but I lose 27% stat, so I'm going to put that in the loss category. So after all of that goes through, it puts me down to 55.7 with the black heart. Also, since I accounted for the IED loss in the weapon, I can go ahead and put in a boss damage gain, which I'll say could be about 30%. Puts me up to 56.5. And then I also haven't even accounted for any sort of temp stats. Temp stats can be... What are the 5 temp stats I would max out? Let's say... We're still going to do IED. IED, 30. Boss, 100. Arcane Force, all stat, and attack. So it should be... I gotta double check some values. So 5 maxed out stats, Arcane Force, IED, boss damage, all stat, attack. So that would be 40 all stats, that put me up to 361, and then 4 attack, that put me up to 438. So that is with any sort of given temp stats, that puts me at 57 after all of this stuff is added. I think that would generally be it. The other thing I could do to make gains would be to recube a bunch of 27s for 30s, but that might be a little bit out there because I should probably worry a bit more about the star forcing first. So let's get a little bit realistic. Let's look at Black Mage. 73. That might be like maybe barely doable at 282. Still kind of too hard to tell at the moment. We also don't know what type of power creep we might be getting in the summer either. I'm literally just basing off of things in the now. But at least I do know if I were to push myself to the absolute limit of everything, I will be around 57k converted. If I were to 22 star everything, fix my weapon, get temp stats, and pop a black heart. I'd have to, that's the thing though, because this will 100% be the most difficult boss I ever face. It will be more difficult than any of the BM runs I've ever done, because I gotta do some of the most heinous things to be able to actually do proper damage to the boss. Playing as dangerously as possible in P4. I gotta learn how to do like Black Curse, or yeah, I gotta learn how to do Black Curse at P4 in this class. Like, there's gonna be so many different attempts in this run on how I'm going to be able to attempt to utilize Black Curse in all 4 phases to my advantage, while staying safe enough to not lose too many lives to end up where I will die out. So it's gonna be a really, really, really tough fight to learn. Hyperstats. Let's look at the most optimal hyperstat build I can use for 300 PDR bosses and see how much extra damage I'll get out of them. So we're gonna put in my current ones, which is 5, 12, 11, 13, and 13, and attack is 8. So it's telling me to switch to this build over here for a 0.3% FD gain, which honestly, take all the damage you can get. I'm gonna swap to it right now. But okay, that's enough of this. I just wanted to show where I was currently at and do some brainstorming on what gains I would need to make in order to make BM doable. I think with what I did show, and I did have 73% on here, I could potentially clear in a 1 hour run, but it will be very, very, very hard to pull off. Alright, so here's the move. Here's the situation. I'm about to do one of the most craziest things. I have pretty much about 300 red cubes. I'm going to buy 150 more, and I'm going to use all those cubes on this weapon. Going for a 3-line. Yes, red cubes. I tried using black cubes in the past. They ain't cut it, and I got a lot of red cubes. Now, if push comes to shove and I don't get anything good, I can still do all my bosses with 2 lines. So I'll go for a 2-line, I'll keep a 2-line. But that's the first thing I want to get to at the moment, and the reason being is because, well, they don't really do cube sales, and there are alleged talks from the live talk that they did, not necessarily a live talk, but a vision talk that they did after Savior ended, talking about how cubes are really cheap and they were in discussion of increasing the cube prices. So I want to get this weapon out of the way before anything else. So running roughly 440 red cubes, this is when I take my shot. Is this enough to get the pot that I need? Maybe not. But man, it's time, y'all. It's time. Goodbye to my stupid triple prime. It just doesn't cut it because the IED line will not get me anywhere. And now that I've screwed up my weapon, cool, that could have been attack and I could have been done. Now that I screwed up my weapon, let me see how much IED I got. 94.62. Cool. We continue. I think once I'm down to 50 remaining cubes, I just go for a 2-line and stick with it. That's not what I wanted, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the f... That might just gonna have to... That might be it, dude. I think that's just gonna have to do it. I need to see what I gotta redo my whole converter sheet now. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Okay, I think all I have to do is redo the range. Just the range because of the attack gains. I gotta see it now. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so two things I gotta update, or three things rather. IED is now 94.62. Boss damage is now 270. Oh my goodness. Wait, why did it go down by such a weird amount? I'm confused as to how that has happened. I would say my Legion, but I don't really know. We're just gonna rock with it, I guess. 271. Then weird. Let's just see it. Range 4487, 4497. Boom. But then this updates and it died. That now puts me at 51.3. I lost to 380, but I don't care about 380 bosses, but I gained on 300 bosses. I wonder if this will conflict with my hyper stats of any sorts. I do want to put in my current build because, well, actually no, because temp stats are coming up and all that. I don't even care. Let's just compare this to my old potential. With my old potential, I will lose 18, but I would gain 35 here. It was triple prime, so I would gain 35 here, and I would also gain 35 here. So here was the net change. Actually, it might have been, oh my god. Wow, I gained nothing. Holy crap, dude. Wow. I pretty much just basically got nothing. I think what this really did for me was like made my dojo better, like quite a bit. But like my my off temp stat damage is not good. This does make temp stats way more powerful though, so I'll go ahead and take it for what it is. That is such an awkward game to make. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Well, that's it. This is the weapon we're gonna use the solo BM with. I'm no longer recubing it. It looks too clean to recube. Alright, y'all. I think this is day 385. I completely forgot what day I said it was beforehand, but here's my thought process on this, and it's the fact that it is the end of week 55. Because today is the last day of bosses before bosses reset, and I started the series on a Wednesday and today is a Tuesday. You get me? Alright, so reboot week 55 coming to a close, and I haven't done anything aside from the two bosses that I showcased. So we're gonna start off with, I'm expecting 26 minutes. It was previously 23, but again, loss of temp stats, so it will probably be going all the way back down to 26 now, which does kind of suck, but there's nothing I can do about it except get stronger, but that's really hard at the moment. Putting that 3-line attack weapon to work, truthfully speaking, I really don't think there's going to be too much of a difference. But we'll see. This wasn't so bad. New weapon pot, no temp stats, and I'm looking to have around the same time as beforehand. It's kind of weird though, because I felt like my damage numbers were a little lower than before. So I'm not really sure how this is. But you know what? Slime is a weird boss. Not even gonna argue with it. After this send off here, it's pretty much done. Oh. There you go. Damn. There we go. I was like, is the Fatal Strike gonna go off or what? Because I popped it at 39, so it should happen at 09, but now we're good. And then now I align this. We're good. So yeah, still a 23-ish minute run. I really thought it'd be 3 minutes longer than that. I guess I'm happy that it's not. Alright, let's see if I get slime ring number 10, because yes, throughout the downtime I have received 9 slime rings, and 6 of them have boomed. I wish I was kidding when I say 6 of them have boomed, and the highest star that I saw was 19 stars. But I'm not joking. I'm very sad. But 9 rings out of 14 clears is insane, so it'll be even crazier if I got 10 rings out of 15 clears. Okay, 9 rings out of 15 clears. I'm 5 weeks away from the hat. Alright, let's go do Damien. I was missing my greed pendant. Oh, that made the difference. I can't believe this. 4 minutes of guild skills, and I kill it within guild skills. Probably not because I'm still waiting on my buffs. Dang. I just shred all the P2, so let me go ahead and make sure I get that full burst off, so I can have more burst for P3. No! No. Wow, I hit the wrong way. Oh my god. I really had to be that bad. It's okay, P2's dead anyway. Straight up demolish it. Freaking die, dude. I was in the left corner, and I was like, okay, cool, platform spawned, and then a demo spawned on top of it, which usually is not something, you know, I die to. But that's something I can easily get out of, but you already know how it is. I was so desperate to do damage, and I just kept getting pushed that I couldn't move and I died. You know how it be. No worries. We'll still clear once the burst is back up, I hope. Okay, here it comes. Gotta clear it in the next minute. Oh my goodness, all this stuff going on. Just pull the flag. I got a reward 14. Me overdrive. Oh, Hoyoung's at 17. You gotta wait a little bit. Oh no. I really hope purple balls don't happen. That'd be kind of bad. AB buff soon. Maybe probably go ahead and blind right now. And then go into the corner and do what I gotta do. Ooh, the special node. Nah, boss is dead. Ain't no way. Nah, you gotta be playing, bro. This is still a sub 4 minute run, right? Right? Please? Hold on, I got 5 seconds. 2, 1. We're still okay, we're still in the clear. We're still in the clear. Who needs temp stats? Not me. That's not happening. Okay, 289, we're good. I have everything on this time. Didn't even matter. I think Damien without guild skills is 7 minutes. Should be 2 bursts in P1 and 1 burst in P2, and that should cut it. But I don't remember exactly. So I'm going to have to figure it out. I completely messed this up. I also died like 2 times in the first minute of the run. That's cool. I might need like another 2 minutes to kill him. Okay, less than a minute. It was a bit under 8 minutes, and I got hit by like 3 of those yellow balls, and I almost took a brand death or whatever you call it. That's not very fun. It is time to have bad dreams. Let's go. Really do swear my boss damage is on life support. That's actually the lowest I've seen boss damage for a character that is this powerful. Oh my goodness. I think the next time we get Pink Bean and Yeti on this server, I'm gonna do it. We got it back in like the fall, and I didn't do it because I thought it was a waste of time. And I thought the CRA title was good enough, but it's something about that that I might regret. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I'm also thinking about it just because KMS got it. So like, yeah, it's just random like thoughts while I do these runs at the moment. Just brainstorming what might happen throughout the series. If we even get Pig Beating Yeti by the time I kill Black Mage, who knows? But man, I have to say, I had a pretty slow phase 1. I feel quite weak right now. Could be due to the fact that I'm running without guild skills, but even without guild skills, I'm gonna be in the slow. I think the lost temp stats is finally kicking in. Dang, I really thought I'd be at that point now. After 13 minutes. Surely I'll be fine. Boom. Okay, whoa. Nice heal timing. 5% left. I just have to hit it a few more times, and then it'll be time to go. I just gotta, like... Here, let me use dice at least. After this dragon, I could probably bind and just attack it. Honestly. Like, it's about that time. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good. Right, I just popped 2 skills and she used laser. That's embarrassing. I don't even know golem timers. I'm just playing the way I want to play. But she used both things, like it's probably time to go. But I'll go ahead and bind. Okay, we go top. We're gonna use my things and go top. Or I don't even know. Here. Alright, we're in a good position. It's already at 2. Just like that. I'm too sick with it. That's why I love the way they buff Buck Burst. It feels so much better in this boss now for sure. And I'm gonna clear with like 18 seconds remaining. Pretty easy. Okie dokie. I haven't gotten arcane armor in so long, dude. Complaining doesn't work for anything. Not for the big spider. God. Please be deathless. Surely this doesn't go wrong. I just have to hit the big weapon, I'm safe, right? Yeah, we're good. Got one final boss after this. The Hilla. Oh goodness. That one's going to keep me up. 29. Okay, good. I mean, I just want armor. And shards, I guess. That's pretty much the only thing I put drop on for this boss, shards. Because armor is not affected by it, and that's why I never get it. Who test the damage here? Hopefully I can get like 16 minutes. It'd be really cool if I could. But we'll just have to see. And I've been focusing up. But it's hopefully this is the clear. I really do hope so. If it is, then sub 16, we did it. We're just gonna keep on attacking till we make it. And oh, let's go over here for the profile least and then bang. Yeah, a little bit under 16 minutes, so we still got it in me. And just like that, all the hard bosses are done for the week. Granted, reset is now in 8.5 hours. I need to stop doing this, man. Yeah, trap time. And then after this, I will go tackle the other boss. I need an MPE party. I need to go join MPE. And then get that over with and then do the other bosses. Also, I didn't get anything good. Just got everything done, and I think that'll be it for the day. Selling the rest of the boss crystals, I get around 4.9 bill. I do have 3 boss meals that I could play and earn mesos off of, but I do not want to do that this late. Reset is in 8 hours, and nah, it's too late. I'm tired. That's the thing though, if I really want to get the money that I need for like a summer Shining Star Force, then I gotta pick the boss meals back up. Even if it is just playing like, yeah, just playing 3 of them, it takes around 30 to 40 minutes per mule, so maybe 2 hours of my time I can make like 3 bill and just be done with it. There's gotta be something that I need to do. It's only 3 boss meals. This is normally where I would call an episode, but I probably won't do it here just yet because I do want to show the boss meals and how fast they do clear bosses, and then after that, I still want to go over the story of Shangri-La, and then I'll pretty much call it wraps after that. My arc still doesn't have 5 set episode, by the way, so that's probably something I can work on during the next episode. I swear. Day 387, week 56, day 2. I skipped week 56, day 1, just because it was late, didn't have time to record. Unfortunate, but it's all good. I did my dailies already, and I have quite a few things I want to do. So I think I have 400 swales for strawberry farm, which is clearly enough to get my Hoyoung to 200. But it's time to go ahead and take care of these boss mules. Now, how I'm probably going to do this is they're all strength classes. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to Monster Park. I believe out of the 3, Dark Knight needs a green pot, but Dawn Warrior and Arc do not. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy 50 of each just because, well, like maybe 20 green pots, I guess. I don't really know. It doesn't matter if I fit. Nah, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let me get like 30 gold pots, put them in the storage, keep them in the storage, just so the Hoyoung can like snoop off of some of them whenever it's time to play that character. But we'll be starting off the boss muling with the Arc, of course, because why not? I already have plenty of potions in here, dude. Not necessary. Where are my sparkling blues? That's what they all use. I have 33 of them. Yeah, well, 53. Jesus. These are the designated boss meal potions. Play all strength classes, so this is an appropriate grid for all the mules, and we're good. Let's start with the Arc. I haven't played this character in a minute, honestly. It could have taken advantage of the event ring event, but oh well. I could get Noble Ifia. Wouldn't really change anything for boss set though. I still could get Noble Ifia, but right now I think I'll wait. Also, the Sunday Maple was announced. It is 30% off. There is nothing I could do during 30% off. Unless I just really want to like tap a slime ring for some reason, but that's not the necessary event to do so. I'd rather do that on a 5, 10, 15. So probably save my Mesos for now. All my pets died, but luckily I have not been spending any mileage, so I can go ahead and revive them right now. I think I should be sitting at like 19.1k stat on this character, but as soon as I get these pets going, I'll look at the other stats here in a bit. And keep in mind when I do these boss mules, because they're all not in a guild, they all don't have guild skills. And here are my nodes, mostly level 30-ish boost nodes. I got one skill at 52 because I got 3 trios boosting it. But let me go ahead and fame dude over here, I suppose, or honestly anyone that will give me a buff for that matter. Not me, oh my goodness. Why is it so hard to click on somebody? There we go. Drop the fame. Hopefully I still have echo for these characters, but considering how unoften I log in, yeah, they very likely won't have echo. So my Arc does not have echo. 19.1k, 87.9 IED, 298 boss, more boss than my buck, and 79 crit damage. Not too bad. I got status damage on my inner, but I'll probably only roll that for a while. I don't even care. So we'll see how long this takes. I think before this was like 6 minutes with all the temp stats and stuff, but we officially have no more temp stats, so forget all of that. Also, this pop-up is... what is that? Okay, that's Labyrinth of Suffering. I haven't even done that yet, but I do not care if you like that. We enter and we see how long this takes me. I just tried to animation cancel and I freaking died. That's really awkward. Did I have not... they probably didn't have stacks up. Very interesting. Okay. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Not too bad. A little over 5 minutes. Alright, it's not over yet though. I'm gonna use this skill here, even though I'm about to run out of Spectre form or whatever. We're good. There we go. So like a tad bit over 5 minutes for Lotus. I think with Absols, maybe with 5 set, which I should probably get to within the next couple of weeks maybe. Especially considering this is sitting at 16 stars and this is also sitting at 16 stars. This character could maybe potentially do normal slime as like a min clear, but of course as a min clear, I don't want to do that. Luckily my burst is back up, so it's Damien time. Not gonna lie, also excuse the life lost. Stupid things happen, but not gonna lie. I see my attack speed in the stat window when I see that I'm at the cap, and I kind of think to myself, that's it, because I feel like I'm attacking so slow. I guess it's one of those things that maybe me playing GMS a little too much and I'm getting spoiled off of 0 attack speed, even though I've only really experienced that with like one class. I don't even know what's going on. Almost 4 minutes for a phase. By the time I do phase though, I should get some of my burst skills back up though. I think this might be 4 bursts because, I don't know, yikes. Maybe a little bit of DPSing after the 3rd burst, but that's only assuming the 3rd burst actually lands. I don't think it will. Dang it, now I'm camera shy. I don't know why I had to record. Okay, let's see this. Please don't, okay. Jump up. Okay, are we good? I'm just gonna stay up here. Here, move. No! Get away from it. That went okay? I feel like it could have got a little bit better though, honestly. I don't know. Maybe. I need to cleanse them at 6. Oh my goodness. Wait, it's over here? When did that spawn? Can I even make it in time? No, I'm dead. I'm super dead. I can't believe I'm gonna die. I'm just using Abyssal Recall in the air. I can't believe this, dude. This was such a terrible run. It took me nearly 7 minutes. I was really trying to not use like my burst skills because I was going to CPAP right after, but I just couldn't stand it anymore. You already know how it goes. It be how it be. You just break this open and get my bunch of nothing and move on. Maybe a sparkling red, perhaps. No, not even that. I'm gonna show how to throw it down with CPAP real quick. This will be the last boss I show because the others are just cakewalks, so it doesn't even matter. They did nerf this boss a little bit. The one-shot clocks now only do 70%. Huge buff. Only downside is that potions in this fight now officially have a 5-second cooldown, and not just in like that one mold. Let me use all these. Alright, here we go. Get off there. Go and do my other burst skills. Also the arc bind, yeah, no, super good change. It no longer like registers all the damage super late. Yeah, let me get hit by that real quick. Bam, just got hit. Only took 70% HP damage instead of 100. Oh, 0. Oh, yikes. Wait, that is a great save. Oh, I was not expecting that to happen. I was like, I have a clock on my head and I have no idea how much time is left on it. I was gonna iframe. But I saw I hit 0 and it was too late to iframe. It'd be like that, but it didn't even matter. So just like that, once you actually get the burst off, CPAP, about a 1 minute run. Easy stuff. I did say I move around a lot more than I feel like I should. But there are some times where when I play with the skill settings this high, I can't really see where my character is, even with the outline. Maybe it's because arc skills are almost the same color, but that's just me probably making excuses. Either way, I'm gonna finish up the rest of the bosses and see how long that takes me, dailies included. Actually, one more boss I want to show, HMAG. I'm gonna turn the skill settings all the way down to display some of the changes, and I'm also not going to burst. So let me go ahead and go in real quick. So with HMAG, they changed up quite a bit of stuff. Only the purple debris one-shots, the blue debris damage is nerfed. It's a good thing. Oh, I'm almost tied to that. Gotta be careful. I think blue does like 80%. Oh, the duck, or not, sorry, the duck, the knockback. He doesn't spam that skill anymore. It has like a 12-ish second cooldown. But the next, yeah, 12 seconds, very huge. But the next time he uses it, I will show you guys what you can do about that. Are we right now? Hold on. No. And just like that, you don't take any damage from it. It's so crazy. It's kind of like ducking the dashes in Black Mage, or the pushes in Black Mage and the jabs in Saren. They're teaching you some in-game boss mechanics early on now. A bit less debris in the fight, but yeah, I think some people were like, oh, they made this boss too easy, but the thing is, this is an early game boss, and early game bosses should not be that difficult. Literally, like, there's no point. You gotta like work up the mechanical ladder a little bit. You don't want to have bosses way too difficult early on. That's not a good thing. So yeah, Magnus is a much better fight now with what I just displayed, pretty much, and that's about it. Final boss, Chaos Windtail. Yeah, I do bosses in a weird order, but it looks to be maybe about like 32 minutes for everything, just about. And with that being said, that nets me 975 mil, and we're done. Time to do 2 more characters. We're gonna do the Dawn Warrior next. The Dawn Warrior also has dead pets, so back into the cash shop. I need to get more Water of Lives. I really feel like if there's any of my characters that needs nodes, it's this one. It's terrible. I level 28 on my trios, and it doesn't even look like it's a proper trio either. The second one doesn't even have a Cosmos on it. So I guess whatever event shop comes around, they might have to cap on Dawn Warrior a little bit. Maybe for like the supposed 20th anniversary coming up. Just so I can get it some nodes, because Jesus, it's a bit ridiculous. At least it is 5 set Apso though, and I do need to revive this pendant with some of the money in the storage. This character also does not have a Noble Ithia ring, but no worries. It's sitting at 14k stat now. Yeah, I just need that pendant back. All the Apsos are 17. This is a real Apso. My Arc has a fake Apso weapon. So real Apso with T6 strength, T6 attack flame. You know, I'm not doing a whole gear review. I'll just hover over all my gear. As you could tell, it's all about 17 stars. Got this all done during Shining Star Force. Because this is all that I really needed to do on it. But because it is rocking 17 star Apsos and I guess an okay WSC, they're all like 2-9 unique basically. The bosses on here shouldn't be too bad. So I'm gonna go get Fame, buff up, and then it'll be time for normal Lotus. No Echo for this character either. Maybe this guy uses Echo? Probably not. No, they left. 91.8 IED, a lot better. 260 boss, a little less than my buck, nice. And around 57 crit damage, all that stuff. And you saw my low level nodes, so we're just gonna go ahead and rock it off of that. You can see my goofy burst in phase 1, since our hard mode, Jesus. So let me just go ahead and buff everything. I don't even remember the buff order for this, honestly. Let me just go ahead and use True Sight, Sun, and then everything is in order. Have a shower down real quick. Gotta dash, that acts as a teleport. Go ahead and use that. Here in a bit though. Okay, so in like 5 seconds I'll probably use full Cosmos 10 stacks. And we'll use it now. Yeah, AB. AB, there we go. Full burst. Blow up the sun. And that was my entire burst. So, yeah, significantly weaker than the Arc, but I should still be clearing this boss in a reasonable amount of time. Maybe. We'll see. Definitely my weakest out of my boss mules, because my Dark Knight and my Arc are like 19k stat. Meanwhile, this guy is 14k. Pretty sure it's a similar gap, plus I'm getting freaking fast lasers. Oh my god. Iframe. Can't stand this. Please just kill phase 1. No! Ooh. Okay, we're good. Perfect. Okay, no. This guy is definitely a lot weaker than the Arc and the Dark Knight for sure. They used to be a lot closer together, but I guess after like finally bossing on it for a while, or after not bossing for a while, I'm really seeing the differences between the two jobs. I mean, the Arc supposedly should be faster than the Dawn Warrior, right? Because it's so much more funded. The gear is pretty much similar though. It's like the main difference is a bit in the nodes and a lot in the symbols, because this guy has some freakishly low symbol levels. A lot of stat missing from that for sure, like 4 to 5k at least. This could be up to a 10-minute run if I don't DPS it down fast enough, which would be very sad if that is the case. I really wouldn't want that. This is what happens when you level up a boss mule without any sort of hyper burn benefits. It really starts to lack a little bit. Although one of my bursts was pretty bad. The last burst I just had in this phase, I think with a better burst, it could be around 8 to 9 minute run. About that long. Which definitely still, what the hell? I used my iframe already. That's awkward. That's super awkward. Just walk into the laser. Yeah, definitely a 9 minute run for the most part. I just had a silly burst. Or it's all good. And please don't purple. We're good. 9.5-ish minutes. Damien might be around the same time, I bet. A sparkling red. Nice. I need those. 1.5%, but my burst just ended. So this might take another 3 minutes. Or. Okay, cool. A little over 7 minutes. Yeah, way faster than Lotus, dude. I mean, like I said, my Lotus could have been sub 9, but unfortunate things have happened. No worries. No sparkling red. Hopefully I get some during CRA, but maybe not. We'll see. CPAP time. Hopefully I can kill P1 within the 40 seconds that I have for my burst, but something tells me that I'm probably not going to be able to. No worries though. Surely I'll be fine. We'll see. But just go ahead and pop this. And then whenever a clock shows up below me, I will go ahead and use Soul Clips. But if that doesn't happen like right now, we're just gonna use it. It's too late. Oh nice, resist the clock, good timing. Also, I didn't even choose sight. What kind of Dawn Warrior player am I? Jesus, that's so bad. Nothing to worry about though. Let's say I have about like 15-ish seconds. Right, okay. Not use this. We're good. And then, go ahead and bind right now. Maybe I can save. I should be able to. Okay, good. Good. Now true sight, and then blow up this one. CPAP should be very fast on this character as well. Well, maybe not very fast, but going at a reasonable pace. And also, I forgot to AB buff, so that's cool. I'll just pop it right now. Note to self, this will be over soon. And we're done. So like a little over a minute. Weapon order duration is 92, like a minute 20-ish seconds roughly. Not too bad. With that being done, time to finish up the rest of the bosses. Final boss, Normal Cygnus. I think after this is all over, this will probably be around, I want to say 38-ish minutes. So I guess it's not too bad. I guess I got a half burst here for now, so my full burst is up. Unless I can kill it by then. Considering how much slower Lotus and Damien was, well, Damien wasn't really that bad. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this character's Damien was about as fast as the arcs. So there wasn't really any much of a time difference for Damien at all, which is really freaking sad, honestly. But it is what it is. But Lotus was a lot slower though. So I'm honestly quite surprised that all in all this was only about 38 minutes, given this character's funds. Another 975 mil in the bank, and we got the best for last, Dark Knight. Notice he did transfer the pets from my buck first. This character is also missing a second pendant. That is 15 mil out of the storage. Pretty decent nodes. All the boost ones are 40 plus, so that should make for an easy time. And ooh, goodness, a stat. Definitely the highest out of all my characters for sure, and the only character with an actual real Dom. The one who especially looks the most geared, specifically because all of the items have read PC locks. That's really weird. And it has a black B mark. It's faming the same dude for my boss mules. Shout out to this guy. Oh my god, I got to use Echo in here, no way. This is about to be the best boss and character. So 92.7 IED, 247 boss, the lowest out of all my characters, I guess. And 86 crit damage. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're about to go in here and see what I got. Alright. Dark Knight time. Favorite time of the week. So we just do like a lot of hitting and stuff. Last 25 seconds-ish here. Be Dark Thirst. I have 67 buff duration. So around like 17, 16 seconds or so. That's when I AB link, and after AB link, I'll just go ahead and dash, and then cycle. And then after cycle comes with the finishing Darkness aura, which wasn't even necessary at all. Not too bad. This burst might do it, but I'm not too sure. But this is definitely looking like a sub 4 minute run for sure. We go ahead and AB, and honestly, let me just pop off right now. We'll see. Then, boom, done. We're done. There we go. 3.5 minute run. With around the same-ish stat as my arc, almost. I feel like the nodes are around the same. Like, same stats, same nodes, everything. Clears spots like a minute and a half faster. That's why they nerfed this class. But also, I also have infinitely times more experience with Dark Knight than Arc, so that might be one of the worst comparisons ever. Also, my Arc has like 92 IED, and my Dark Knight has like 80. I'm sorry, no, my Dark Knight has 93 IED, and my Arc has 89 IED. Might be a little different, who knows. Everything is back up. It is Damien time now. Now, if I land off a good burst, this boss is good as done. I just gotta get the good setup for it though, which might be a little difficult. Let me run away from that though. Honestly, I could stay over here. If he does Cheetos, go up in the air. Alright, good, he's doing that. Stay up in the air, and then just hog these till Cyclone is up, and I can go, burst it down, and then Damien dies. So I'm gonna go ahead and fight him right now. Here we go. Perfect. Damien's dead. Super easy boss fight. Let's go. Another 3.5-ish minute run. It was like maybe 6 seconds slower than Lotus, but it'd be like that. Character definitely has slightly better equips. WSC are mostly 2-line. This is a fake Abso weapon. Everything is 17 stars pretty much, but it has a real Dom and a real black bean mark, so that's what makes it like a little bit better. Also, this character can't really fully match with the Arc at the moment, while the Arc is sitting on like 3 set Abso. What is it even missing from the set effect? A bunch of attack plus more IED and more boss. So I gotta wait till my Arc is 5 set, and then they can finally compete. But I'm sure the Darknell will still win. Pep time. I'm probably not going to blow up Darknell right away. Simply because I can just save that for phase 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff up all the way and just use Cyclone right now. I'm not sure if using Cyclone right now was a good idea. I should have maybe saved that a bit more for like this last 20-ish%. Also, let me heal as well that. Please don't go to sleep. Okay, we're good. Now with Darkness Aura, you just hit CPAP a little bit. Maybe use Dark Spirit once, and then you blow up Darkness Aura. And CPAP should be dead. Right now. Nice. It was like a 37-ish second run, I want to say, just about. And then with how fast I nail these bosses, you already know I'm about to get a record time with this character. I'm going to do the rest of the bosses now. Final boss, Chaos Bean. Again, weird orders, it'd be like that. I have no idea how long this run is going to take me, but I'm pretty sure I'll be done sometime soon. I'm looking for my magic crash key because I don't want to deal with that. And it didn't even go off. That's fine. Let me just Dark Spirit. Okay, last body. And just like that, it is done. There we go. 24 minutes. Cool. We got 38 minutes on the Dome over here, 32 minutes on the Arc, and 24 minutes on the Dark Knight. Sounds about right. Let me get my money. And just like that, all 3 boss mules are done. It is Hoyoung time. We're gonna gear this character up a little bit, and then we're gonna take it straight to 200 with Strawberry Farm. I'm gonna farm level 130 equips for it. Because I don't want to go to Moon Bunnies because it's going to give me Pinceliers, and I'm a bit too low level for Pinceliers. I'll probably go ahead and take in some money here. 200 mil, I swear. Gonna need some cubes from like the Lumi or Illium, wherever they're on, I guess, because yeah, I don't have anything on here, looks like, and pot scrolls. This stupid character has 150 mil. Oh, of course, the money that I forgot to transfer back. By the time I'm done with everything, it should have like 3 bill, I bet. Alright, no pot scrolls, or 3 bill in the storage at least. Pot scrolls are probably on the Lumi. So yeah, I might be able to get by with level 120 gear. But mostly this is simply for just transferring, I guess, to the level 130 gear. So we have this. There's no capes. So I guess whatever cape here is the best flame, we use that. And from the looks of it, honestly, none of them are gonna make a difference. I don't even care. And then weapon is level 100. If I have a okay, good. I have a 120 weapon, so I can go ahead and transfer to that. And then I can use the 120 weapon to transfer to the 130 weapon. Exact run for any potential accessories, because I would like to be a little bit stronger, of course. I don't remember if this class needs toggles or not. Oh well, we'll just hit the boss till it dies. I need booster. I got nothing. Great. I also don't have a pet on here, and I have like 43k mileage, and I really want a pet, so I'm gonna get this little chick over here. I like how the set effect of this is just 3 of these chicks. 1 out of 3. Let me transfer the mobbing links, and then we get straight to the gear farming. Already got the full set. Flames are kind of meh, but I'm gonna wear it anyway. I don't even care. I'm sure Hoyoung can handle it. Let me go ahead and Star Force and Cube my current gear, and then I transfer over. I gotta go back. I looted a pirate hat. What? I honestly don't even know how I like didn't notice. I think somebody else was there right before, and then their loot suddenly became visible, I guess, and then I looted a pirate hat off the ground. That probably makes sense as to why my pets didn't loot it, and I had to manually loot it. I thought that was really weird, but okay, time to go find the hat, I suppose. Everything's pretty much done. I'm in the transfer period now. I just so happened to catch that I looted a pirate hat instead of a thief hat, so that kind of threw me off quite a bit. Found a hat. 1% all stat flame, good enough. Officially set. Got the full level 130 equips on. This tiered up, and this tiered up, but that was about it. Putting the Maso back in the storage, so I got 3 bill in there now. Took out an hour of EXP stuff. I might get some attack buffs as well, honestly, because why not? Just like an hour worth of everything, just in case it does go a little bit over. I do have 20 entries, so I should hit 200. I don't know how much this will take with 2x, but I will keep track of it. I'm gonna look for a rune before I go in, and hopefully, there's like a level 2, yeah, I'm in channel 1, there's plenty of level 275 shares, so I'll be sure to get one of those for enter as well. I noticed that there's quite a bit of people asking for Holy Symbol. I think there's actually someone here that is, giving it out though. Yeah, nah, a whole Holy Symbol, Bishop, Ball, Hunter, Mule. I might have to jump into that party when I see a rune, but we'll see. I want to know how effective that is. Okay, rune spotted. It is time to see if they buff me, because of course I'm gonna get the buffs first, and then I take the rune. There's a bishop in here now. Yeah, let me just join real quick. See what happens. Oh, I got it. It's only 6 minutes though, not bad. I'll take it. And then the journey to 200 begins. I get the rune, and we start. I can't believe this. This is my last run. I don't know how. I guess I went through 20 runs that fast, but it's like 26 minutes, and I just hit 195. So that's just how it is. Honestly, I'll probably go ahead and do Scrapyard right after this, just so I get the extra like level up. And then tomorrow I do 196 to 200. Should not be too difficult. Dang, with all the EXP I'm still getting, I might just hit 197 off of Scrapyard. But I'm still gonna have to wait until tomorrow to hit 200. I think I would need like, it's like 1.5 runs to hit 200, which is what bothers me quite a bit, because it's not going to be 2 full runs. I either want it to be 2 full runs or 1 full run, but it's probably going to have to be in between. Yeah, 116 mil off the introduction quest, leveled up. So 4 more quests, I am not hitting 197, but I'll be very close. And it's done. I should be getting, yeah, 97%. Unfortunate. No worries. 82-16. I can't believe I have to finish this character tomorrow. That's so whack, I swear. It'd be like that. So I guess for tomorrow, I just record the remaining of this character's leveling, and then I will get through Shangri-La. I have returned for day 388, so week 56, day 3, and I thought about it a little bit, and I'm probably just going to go ahead and straight grind to 200. Let me buy a thing. Yeah, this thing. Just one of those for the extra. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Lost Legion, don't even drop it. Just let it expire. I should have paid more attention. That's my bad. Anyway, I'm going to go over to... We'll go over to Future Perion. Kind of want to not go to the town, but I'm going to go back to the stumps. And what I'm going to do is once I get there, I'm going to pop all my EXP buffs. And I am going to just grind. I'll probably grind to 198. And then once I feel like I have enough soils to kind of do my thing, then we'll just kind of pick it up from there and go back to the strawberry farm. I do wish I bought more potions though, because these 1k HP potions are really not cutting it. I made a huge... Oh my... Oh! Oh! Oh crap! They really didn't cut it. The town cutscene I was trying to skip anyway just came right back to me. Okay, surely I'll be fine. Again, we'll just pop these buffs. We have plenty of damage to mob, I think. I just need to go ahead and let me use this and just get everything up, honestly. Pop the summon over here, use this skill, and then we're set. Boom, I got all the damage necessary. All I have to do now is just make sure that I'm healing. I don't die again, because I don't have any buff freezers, but we're 197 now. We'll see how many souls we collect by the time we hit 198. I just leveled to 198 in here. So I think after this is done, I used a rune already. I really should have saved that for the farm, but I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. We'll just go ahead and go into the farm anyway. The farm may or may not give me enough EXP to hit 200. We're just gonna find out. I'm at 26%, we'll see. Okay, nah, I'm good, I'm chilling. I got like 200 mobs left to kill and I'm 70%. This is easy. Level 200, number 37 is done, and truthfully speaking, I don't think I need to get any more level 200s at all. This is probably it. Now, I don't think this will be the final 200 for the entire series, but I actually don't need any more to hit 8.5. I just need to hit level 176 on the 5 other characters, and we'll see how far I get during the remainder of this event. I'll use one run for the day, so I can still get enough souls for 4 more runs, and then I just gotta be able to stack them up. I have 29 runs, 29 entries left in here. I think that might only be enough to get me like 2 characters to 176. So I probably need to level up 3 of them to 141, and then I'll growth pot the remaining 3 and then hit 8.5 over time. Okay, it's the next day. So the announced Sunday Maple 30% off. I caved it in on the Slab ring for a little bit. I got 9 bill. I mean, I don't even expect to hit 20 stars, I'm truthfully honest with you. I expect the same thing to happen over and over and over again. You already know the drill, know how it goes. I'm not even surprised. It just goes. But I swear one day I will finish this fight. I will not stop fighting. 6 booms, highest star 19. Sometimes those things just happen. I could hit in like a bill right now. I could go from 17 to 22 right now. Also, don't mind me, Odium can level up to 7, but that's way too expensive right now. So we're not gonna do that. Reset is in 1 minute, I'm finna go crazy. But then I guess after this I can finally do Shangri-La, because I've been putting that back for a little bit. It's reset. First tap, 35 mil taps, absolutely splendid. I saved 15 mil on that. Perfect. Now I have to safeguard, and I don't really get to save as much money. It's probably like 15-ish% off for safeguarding. I'm going to start catch until I get tired of start catching, and that's just it. We're 17 again. Snap. Back to 17. Pretty much only recorded 17 plus, because why would you want to see me being stuck here? Alright, 17 to 18, number 4. Wow, that's horrible. Number 5. I already took that off. Just for under 17. Number 6. Splendid. Number 7. I think I need to put a little bit lower. Oh my god, that's 7 fails. I actually cannot believe this. Ridiculous. Of course. 8. Oh my god, I've used 3.5 bill. What the heck? It's not happening. It's actually just not happening. Okay, that's cool. I know I wasn't expecting anything. You know what? Just go. Just let it go. I'm just gonna keep on clicking. It's just gonna blow up. It don't even matter. That might have been 9 attempts. I didn't even say number 9 when it happened. Great work. Good stuff. Oh, what the heck? Wow, after 10 tries, it hit 18 stars. Now it's going to fail up here. Great. Oh no. Okay. And then we get the chance timer because I lagged. I had to do the star catching anyway. 17 to 18. Oh, 18. Dang. Okay. Let's see. Oh, 18 again. Great. What if I'll see 19? Or not? That's number 7. Okay. We're just gonna stay here. And like I said earlier, I'm just gonna wash all my mesos. And it's gonna be all gone. Nothing to worry about. I can still do everything with the 15-star slime ring anyway. It is what it is. I'm already on a 2.2 bill though. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen 17 on this ring yet. Yeah, I failed like 10 plus times in a row now. So with 3.6 bill, I couldn't even make it past 16 stars. Nice. Yeah, I've lost everything. Total failure of an event. Supposed to wait for 5, 10, 15 or shining. I don't even know why. It's just, I'm like so sick and tired of this ring, man. Even though I know it's on my own for starting off event, but like I've used probably close to 40 bill on this thing, and I haven't even seen 20. Like that's not realistic. That's actually ridiculous. Just getting my rants off. I know I said I wouldn't care as much, but like I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm gonna be honest. I went and did the baby bosses. It's probably like what, 600 mil? I highly doubt this is gonna be enough to get it back to 17, but while there is a discount, I suppose we try. Smegas on these days are usually full of a bunch of winners and losers. For example, here's a loser here. 7 bill to go from 19 to 15. Wow, that sucks. There's people who somehow 22-star items in 300 mil, which I don't even. That sounds like 17 to 22, just one tapping straight through. I've seen some 22-star Eternal gear. I wish I showed that, but man, those are crazy. I've seen some Boom Eternal gear as well, unfortunately. But you know, that's how it goes. Anyway, Slime Ring. Just get back to 17. That's all I care about. And then we just leave it alone. I still have some other bosses that I can do, like the hard bosses. But, really hoping it doesn't come to that, but I have like no money, so we just might. 16. Wow, just straight shot to 17. Great job. Oh, here's an eternal item. Oh, this one blew up. Yikes. Yeah, you got some winners and some losers. Oh, here's another one. Another boom. Unfortunate. I think I only saw like 222s. But I'm not sure if I'm allowed to scroll up enough to be able to see any more. Yeah, no, I hit my limit. One day I'll win Star Forcing. But, I guess the game didn't want me to move on too much from my cubing win. I might end up doing a boss or something. Just so I can level up my Odium symbol. Because why not? Extra 200 stat. Let's go do hard Lotus with like no buffs. I don't think I have the right boost nodes equipped. I'm over here doing like 1.4 bills. Yeah, no, I'm stupid. It'd be like that. Hurry, I wanna die to the laser! Oh my goodness, no, we're good, we're good. What? Okay, check this out. Boom. Stop playing around, bro. Oh well. It is what it is. Commanding 4C ring. Commander 4C ring, easy to trace. Wait, run's pretty much over. It took way too long, but you already know we did a little trolling, so it'd be like that. Just need to go ahead and bind him. Yeah, just bind him and then go. Pretty much over. Done. Alright, ready to go. See what I get. Oop, nothing. Let me just get my mesos, go over here, see Odium, level 7, and done. 16 bill cut, 15 stars. It really just be like that. That's 2 bill. I wonder if there's any others. I'm trying to see if there's like a lucky person. This dude said 19 to 17 and 6 bill. Jesus, it's all... Alright, there we go. A 22-star eye patch and 3 bill. Now this guy's lucky. Alright, finally a winner. There's a lot of losers in this Megas right now. I'm just like him. With all that being said and done, shoot, even Graveyard or Sword failed me on this slime ring. I actually have no hope left for this. It's time to do Shangri-La. Last part of this episode, I have this little translation up that was done by a Reddit user, MapleHero9. He is the owner of this whole like Maple lore website with all the huge Maple lore and stuff. But I just have this up on the side to kind of talk more about a little bit of what's going on, trying to understand a little bit of it. Just because ever since I guess like Brandis, I've been talking a bit more about the game's lore, so I figured there's no reason why I should stop going into Shangri-La. So I guess Maple, spoiler alert, you've been warned, but it is finally time to begin. We have the quest up here at 275, and we got Master Taiyu talking to us, and it is time we continue the story that we left off at from episode 34. So we have Kaling over here, and we have Hundun. Hundun had died from Odium after we took the God Sphere, or the Spear of the Gods. I think the translation I read it on earlier did say spear, like spear weapon, but it was a ball, so I think sphere ends up making a bit more sense. So Darmor is aware of everything that happened in Odium, and Darmor also knows that the adversary, aka us, is on our way to Shangri-La. And he's going to give Kaling a chance to resolve her grudge against the elders and all that stuff. Now, I say this, but then I come to the question of what grudge did she have against these elders, and who even are these elder people to begin with? They introduce us to a lot of people in Shangri-La, and apparently that's kind of where the story is a little bit flawed, just because they introduce us to way too many characters. So they talk back and forth for a little bit about like Shangri-La and stuff, and Darmor then uses his power to bring Hundun back to life after he had died. With Hundun being revived, Kaling now has 3 perils by her side for fighting, I guess, and then we're just randomly transported into Shangri-La. Very gorgeous map, honestly. I was talking about this a lot in the stream that I did it in, but now that I'm actually showing it in the video, finally, oh my goodness, it's so nice. I love it so much. Funny enough, despite Kaling as an actual boss being such a difficult boss to get to, pretty much near impossible at the moment, I was still very, very excited for this update, simply because of how gorgeous Shangri-La is. And let me tell you what, they did not disappoint with this music. They really did not disappoint at all. I love every second of every BGM in this update. So Shangri-La, everything looks like a drawing, and that's because it was, I guess, an artificially created area of some sorts. And then they kind of give us they just let us look at the area for a little bit, I suppose. So Taiyu now kind of sort of explains the elders of Shangri-La, and how they were basically just normal people who were, I guess, more advanced compared to regular people in a way, sort of. There's a total of 12 elders. 12. And they were just super outstanding anima, I suppose. And something interesting, I believe the elders, all of the elders represent an animal of the 12 zodiac signs. So I can't name all 12 from off the top of my head, but I'm sure you guys might already know, maybe. Here's the list right there. We got the rat, the ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Now, I believe we don't actually see all 12 of them, but I'm gonna have to see about that. So what they're showing us now is that the elders that created Shangri-La, they created it to have 4 domains, and each domain corresponds to one of the 4 seasons. So we have summer, winter, autumn, spring, and whatnot. They did this in hopes that the natural balance of these seasons would stop the corruption with them growing within them from growing any further. So by corruption, Taiyu did talk about this a little bit. I feel like I missed like a lot because he dumped a lot on us before he even got to the 4 seasons anyway. But we, as in the adversary, we're apparently different from the adversaries of Odium. The adversaries of Odium gain strength at the cost of losing their self-sense and being turned into weapons. So this is very similar to kind of what was going on with like Kaling and her backstory when I was covering Odium. So that's what that corruption is. They're kind of losing their sense of mind, their selves, and they're actually just straight up literally just becoming objects. Presumably meant for destruction, I guess. I should turn up the sound effects, the normal sound effects. You can actually hear some voice acting because Taiyu did talk there and it was like real quiet. So there is a map that has all 4 seasons, and then there is the innermost part of Shangri-La, which is like the main map of Shangri-La. And Taiyu over here is about to break this barrier that is guarded by 4 guardians that guard each season. He's about to break this barrier and get us into the inner part of Shangri-La. As he just waved his little fan over there, and then we get this little cutscene here of us going all the way to the center of Shangri-La, which looks like this. Again, stunning. We are then met with the Black Tortoise, who is using some Hoyoung skills. His name is Gloom, kind of like a Lancer type of dude or something. We are then met by the other Guardians as well, and these Guardians recognize us as the adversary. They talk about how they were seeing all these experiments being conducted to create adversaries, but every time an adversary would be created, like I said earlier, they would just end up getting corrupted. And we were the only adversary that did not get corrupted at all. They don't really give us an exact reason as to why. We're just kind of unique. Yeah. We're special. The chosen one. Here are the elders. 4 of the elders at least. They talk about how us being able to maintain our humanity is just unbelievable. Like it literally just wasn't supposed to happen at all. So they go back and forth about the seal stone. I believe when I have the conversation with Jigang over here, which is the rat elder. But the bit of the conflict that happened in Burning Cernium when we got confronted by Darmor, when all that happened, we talk about that a little bit. And it's just like they're just over here wondering, how are you even alive? How did you not meet your fate whenever you defeated the Black Mage? Because they talked about, or I talked about, how I had already killed a corrupt transcendent once before, which I'm pretty sure that's referring to the Black Mage, but it might not be. So they talk about the creation of adversaries, right? And it just kind of sounds like they're weapons. Adversaries are literally made to combat gods, and that is their fate. They're created, they fight gods, and then they die after they fight the god. They just simply were not allowed to remain in the world freely. They were literally created just so they could fulfill their mission, and that was it. So Jigang is over here talking about, after realizing everything the adversary has done and the fact that we still have our humanity, he's talking about, okay, you're not allowed to leave Shangri-La. You can't get out of here. If you leave this place, you are going to throw the world into chaos. It is crazy that you have even somehow managed to get this far, but you're not gonna get any further. So now Taiyu was trying to reason with Jigang, saying that this is like not the way to go about doing this. So Jigang is not happy with Taiyu because Taiyu was apparently supposed to be watching out on the seals of the other 2 perils that Kali had in her presence, which was Tawu and Kiyonki. Those peril seals have been broken, and now they're pretty much free with Kali. That's why he was to explain that Kali was the one responsible for breaking the seals on those perils. Jigang is surprised about the fact that Tawu knew about Honda being sealed in Odium. So pretty much after this conversation had happened, Tawu talks about pretty much everything that has happened up to the point from around the time Kalos got defeated. Now the Apostle BGM is playing after Taiyu explained everything. Kalos being defeated, Odium got attacked, the adversary got the God Spear from Hundun. Like, this is some crazy stuff going on. Now we're actually finally showing them the sphere that we had gotten from Hundun. The monkey and the rabbit elder had tried to, you know, they've been talking to Jajong, telling him to, you know, to not listen. And then that's when Jajong comes with the verdict that the adversary and the God Sphere need to be sealed in Shangri-La's winter. So we're sealed in winter. They want Taiyu to be sealed in autumn. And then Brighton and Oz, so these two guys, they just want them to be expelled from Shangri-La. So they get the least of the punishment. So now after that conflict, Taiyu was gone, Brighton and Oz are gone, everybody left, and it's just me and Gown. Gown thought the outside world was a lot more peaceful than this whole chaos that we're bringing in. And he's had doubts about a lot of things that have been going on, at least within the conversation. Then he really decides that he has a responsibility to fill, and we gotta get taken to winter, so we're going over to winter. As we're about to get sealed, it seems that some invaders have come from the outside. Enemies that should not be here at all. And now we gotta fight them. I'm pretty sure this is the only type of fighting that we do in Shangri-La that's not like a boss. Also, I really do wonder how, like, what these mobs even are. Like, who are these people? Are they invaders from an area that we'll see in the future? We're about to find out, I guess, or maybe not. We bring up that someone from inside might have allowed them to enter Shangri-La. But Gaon does not want to believe that at all. Because of these intruders, there's been a change of things that are going to be happening, and instead of getting sealed, we're actually going to be teaming up with Gaon temporarily while these intruders are still in Shangri-La. We then travel to Spring, only to see that there's something wrong with the scroll. It looks a little weird. This indicates that Aura, aka the Blue Dragon of Spring, the Guardian, was hurt really, really bad. This is when we get a reveal. So, Mihile, which is right here, the Bunny Elder, she reveals that she was the one that was responsible for bringing the intruders inside the Shangri-La. And of course, that scummy looking smile, surprise surprise, she's a spy for Darmore. Aura shows up. So it appears that Oz and Brighton are in another season, and we need to go and protect the barriers while she holds off the intruders as well as Mihile. We get this pretty crazy look, and then this whole entire sequence of Kyonki being unsealed and showing up to the battle. Kaling has officially released the 3 perils, and Kyonki has come over here to the spring season. Aura is not going to win this fight. So what's going to happen is Mihile seals her inside the spring scroll. And here we are with Summer. The summer season. Awesome Brighton are here. We have Sherry right here. She is unconscious. But the background changes again, implying that another peril is showing up. First we had Kyonki and now we have Tawu. We then fight Tawu. This will lead to our first story mode fight for Shangri-La. Fight begins. And then we get a little cutscene sequence for him too. So I'll show it here. And this is also used in the real fight as well. And here we are. Tawu. So, story mode Kaling, that attack still one-shots you in story mode. But there's a few different attacks that he'll use. Obviously, these will also be used in the real mode. They are much more powerful in the real mode. You also saw like those strings that got used in the fight as well. Those are kind of meaningless in story mode. All they really do is do damage to you. But in the real fight, they are very, very, very important as it maintains balance between the gauges of the 3 perils, which is probably something I'll never show in this series. Here's your life count. You have 1,000 lives, but I'm pretty sure when you're soloing and you die, you lose 200 of those points. It's like willpower in a sort of way. The more party members that you have, the less that gauge goes down whenever you die, because it's all shared. Once this number hits 0, the entire party dies out. Enough chat for Tawu though. We're gonna go ahead and finish the fight with Howling Fist. Story mode doesn't have too much health, so insta kill. It is time for us to go over to Autumn. Over here in Autumn, we see that what's his face? We see that Shin Seong is also a spy for Dartmoor. So 2 of the elders were actually spies for Dartmoor. And we can also see that Tawu wasn't even actually sealed at all. Shin Seong was about to kill Tawu, but Baekyeon over here, I don't even know how to say a lot of these names are probably gonna butcher pronouncing hard, but it's all good, you know? Baekyeon has saved Tawu from an attack, and Tawu's like, thank you, you saved my life, and Baekyeon's like, no problem. You helped and saved my distant descendant, Hoyoung. He looks just like Hoyoung. They say that when the Guardians became, well, Guardians, they had given up their old lives. But Baekyeon here has still been looking at the whole young town from afar, I suppose. He never really gave that up. Especially considering when they became Guardians, they were pretty much granted like these really long lifespans, so this dude's probably been living for literal centuries. The White Tiger Anima is actually an extinct race of Anima, and Hoyoung, aside from him, is the last of his kind. He was left in a burning village, but Tayu decided to come rescue him and pretty much raised him. Shin Seong thinks he can't win fighting against the 2 of them, so he decides to come up with something else. A distraction with the intruders. He steals the scroll, and with this, he'll close the scroll, and he's gonna seal Baekyeon inside of the scroll. So now that's 2 of the Guardians in there. Or 2 of the Guardians in scrolls. And the map changes once again. So Gaon sees Shin Seong, he teleports behind us, nothing personal type beat, but he's on his way out of here. And while he leaves, we are confronted by Hundun, who has come back to life. We will now be fighting Hundun. I think Hundun has the coolest cutscene out of all bosses in the game. This is it right here. It's absolute banger, honestly. But here we go. Here's his fight. Obviously this isn't his real fight. Again, it's just story mode with a few attacks. But his attacks are nowhere near as fatal as Tawu, honestly. Some things do a little bit of damage, but even in the real fight, there's only like maybe a couple moves that I have seen. Of course, I don't know too much about the real fight, but a couple moves that I've seen where he's like not really all that strong compared to at least Tawu. I think Tawu is the most dangerous peril out of the 3 by 4. In terms of the damage that he does, of course. In terms of the effects they cause in the battle, Yonki's the worst. But of course, there's no story mode version for that one, for some reason. I'm going to go ahead and buff up and get the job done. Oh yeah, let me also bring this up. Boom. Guess what? You can't bind Kaling or her perils. It is a confirmed rule that you are not allowed to bind apostles. Apostles cannot be bound, apostles of Dartmoor. So any in-game bosses from here on out are probably not going to be able to be bound. So we realized that spring, summer, and autumn were all attacked by the perils, and the only area that was not attacked was winter. So we're like, oh crap, we gotta go back to winter and see if we can still defend winter. We're back in winter, and who do we have here? It's Kaling. Kaling is going to go on a rant. Kaling's pissed off because she feels betrayed by Dartmoor, all the trust that she had from Darmoor is now gone because Odium did not go the way she wanted it to. But I think it's pretty much because Darmoor is like, nah, like Odium will be taken care of, you know, like Odium will be fine, so on and so forth. But again, like I said, Odium did not go the way she wanted it to, so she's angry. And I think the VA goes off for her voice too, when she like really starts yelling. She is just like, okay, give me the God Spear. No games. You start going back and forth about the Seal Stone, and then she asks us if we really feel like a hero holding this thing, and then she'll go and tell us that, oh, you may be an adversary, but you're not the adversary that Darmoor is looking for. Alright, the map has changed. Cowling has then fused with all three of the perils. Gowling tells us not to listen to her, and he's just telling us that Cowling's pretty much corrupted, which, I mean, look at her, she pretty much is. But she fused with the perils, and now we must fight. We get Cowling's cuts. Well, this isn't the cutscene, but this is actually the introduction video of Shangri-La that they had on the website on release. I'm not going to show all of it, but it's a pretty nice looking video. I can link it. Here is Cowling, her cutscene, or P2. Unfortunately, we do not get to see the P3 cutscene at all, which is all good. It's kind of weird though, because after this, she'll show up in her P3 form in the dialogue, but we don't ever get to see her transform into that at all. So Cowling in the actual boss fight is kind of like one-bursted. Now, it was a little buff going into live, so it is a little bit harder to one-burst her, but it's her phase 2 and it's pretty much a DPS check, so kind of lost thought on what I wanted to say because I don't really have too much to say about the fight in general, granted because I haven't experienced much of it. Like, I know some things of P1, but then when it comes to everything that Callie does in P2, bro, I know nothing. So, we're just gonna do the usual. Can't bind her, so what we're gonna do, we're going to destroy her with my burst after jumping around a little bit. And just like that, like I said, P3 form, she's been defeated. How could I have lost? I am an apostle handpicked by Darmoor, and I performed the most perfect research. How could someone like me lose? This is impossible. The God Spear begins glowing, and it's now draining all of Cowling's power. Why did you get to keep your humanity when all the other adversaries did not? This is not fair. She's like actually just straight up crying at this point. Cowling had given up so much to become the person that she became, but we get to be around all happy and joy, giving up nothing while becoming an adversary. So, after some time has passed, Cowling then dies. I think I said that too soon. I was trying to like maybe, okay, hand out, scattered into ashes, Cowling's officially dead. We defeated Cowling in her perils, and we have saved Shangri-La. So what Gowon, I still have trouble saying these names, it's all good. What he wants to do is he wants to go down to the world, and he also wants to find his fellow Guardians. The other Guardians that were trapped in the scrolls by the two traitors. And he's gonna lead us back to the other elders. Here's the main map with the Cowling boss fight. Now the BGM for the map is not always like this. It's the regular Shangri-La BGM that played in the previous map. So we get more lore about the God Sphere that we have, and it's actually called the Heart of the World. What we have is the original templates of all of the God Spheres that have been created. This thing apparently has the ability to take away the power of a god, which honestly sounds ridiculously broken. I have no idea why we have our hands on this thing. So we no longer are going to be sealed in Shangri-La anymore because of this debt that Zhejiang wants to repay. But in order to leave, we have to give up the heart of the world to Gaon over here. But Gaon says, because of what he said earlier about finding the traitors and getting his fellow guardians back, that he wants to leave Shangri-La too. Zhejiang is not pleased about that. I keep saying Zhejiang, it's Zhejiang. Jagang. Jagang, right there. Come on now. He's mad because Gaon is literally the only guardian left out of the 4. After everything that went down, there are 4 whole guardians. We got 1 left now. Hayu then steps up and he's like, okay, I'll guard Shangri-La. I can do it. He'll use his powers that he got from outside of Shangri-La and some of the Elders' powers to create a new barrier for the place. But he also wants the adversary to leave with the heart of the world at hand. So he got some of the power from the Elders and had fixed up some of Shangri-La's barriers a little bit. And I think it, it changes the skull in this map here a little bit. I guess it kind of like indicates the state of Shangri-La. So after everything that went down, it was all bleak because, well, the barriers are pretty much destroyed. But with Taiyu's help, he managed to restore him back to a degree. After the barriers have been restored, Zhejiang, there we go, I got it right, has officially given permission for the adversary and Gaon to be able to leave. So we have Mal over here, and we actually go a bit into some of Lara's story. That bell, that signature bell that was in Lara's story, that bell was created to try to undo their corruption that they had gotten from becoming elders and getting the power that they had received. The bell was designed to ring only in the hands of someone who had a pure heart, a completely pure heart. If this bell was rang, then all of the corruption would be washed away. I didn't do Lara's story, but apparently, I guess spoiler for Lara's story, she did make the bell ring. But unfortunately, when the bell rang, the corruption wasn't undone. Some of the elders have done terrible things. Things so bad that not even the bell would save them. The bell wouldn't be able to wash all of that away. Now we have to maintain balance. Balance because there were some elders that had left, betrayed us, and they were actually spies for Darmor. And with the remaining elders, and the remaining elders will now help out the adversary in terms of getting through this whole thing. And in order to do so, she explains that in order to defeat Darmor, we will have to use the Heart of the World, which I kind of figured that we would. This specific God Sphere is stronger than any other God Sphere, as mentioned before. They couldn't handle its power, so they had left it in Odium. So, I think it was the Elders, I might be wrong, but they had created Kalos and other mechanical guardians, and they thought that over the ages, the Heart of the World's power would be drained away and become useless, which was why Odium had still been running even after the Heart of the World was abandoned. What they did not expect was that if the Heart of the World was drained of its power, and if it were to come in contact with a god or a godlike being, it wouldn't simply erase their power, but it would absorb it and claim it as their own. I'm kind of reading it off of this thing right now because I don't exactly know what that means, so I'm just kind of throwing that out there. But I guess I kind of get the picture. I was reading through that line for a little bit, and I'm just like, I kept reading over it, I'm like, I don't know. But she's like, yeah, look at this thing, it has more power in it now after it has absorbed Kaling's power. So I guess me putting the hand on it is kind of what they meant as when the Heart of the World would claim someone else's power as their own. This pretty much introduces a new saga going forward. We have this extremely powerful sphere in our possession, and the adversary realizes that we gotta restore its power, and in order to do so, we will need to face ancient gods and transcendence, more of them. So now we are officially being brought on a quest to, I guess, awaken this Heart of the World. But apparently, I'm pretty sure they don't think it awakens just off of power. I assume that would be too easy, because the elders brought up that they actually don't even have any idea on how you're supposed to awaken it. So we're supposed to figure it out by going on more adventures and talking to more people and hearing their stories and using their stories as clues to figure out how to awaken this heart of the world. And this is where the Shangri-La arc ends. And Mal tells us that we're able to come back whenever we like. And now we're saying our goodbyes to Tao, because the four of us are going to leave and start a new journey together, while Tao will continue to stay here and protect Shangri-La. And that is the end. But wait, there's an ending cutscene. It consists of the two traitors, as well as 4 hooded elders. The elders that we did not see at all. So here's the 6 elders. 2 of them we already know of. 4 of them are hooded, and we don't really know of them. Apparently, according to process of elimination and how zodiac signs work, these are the tiger, dragon, rooster, and dog elders that are hooded. They both see that they have taken scrolls from one of the 4 seasons of Shangri-La, while also trapping the guardians in there, and they kind of just move on from there. They talk about how, like, oh, we don't really have to fake being nice anymore now that we've revealed that we're spies to Darmour and whatnot. So apparently here's what went down. Hoyoung storyline spoilers, by the way. Darmour had intended to throw Calling away from the moment that she had failed, or she failed Darmour by not being able to capture Tautier in Hoyoung's storyline. Darmour is aware about the heart of the world, and he had literally only given Calling his transcendent powers so that he could help awaken the heart of the world. That was it. Since Young thinks Darmour pretty much uses followers like chess pieces, and the game is still going on. And after like a little bit of the talk of Darmour and Calling, Shangri-La is over. This is where like pretty much really ends. Got the story achievement, and that's it. And we get to see Tayu. So it seems like they really did want to end like an arc with the grandest story. Yeah. I don't really know how to feel about being in possession of an item so powerful like the heart of the world. It just seems kind of off, but I guess we'll have to see what they do to it. Even the person who wrote the translation of the lore said this is one of the game's weakest stories since Tenebris, and a lot of players were not happy about Tenebris, so that's not a good thing. He said it was more of an exposition dump, and just a lot of just pouring stuff onto us that we're not really supposed to be taking at the moment just yet, I suppose. It just seemed like this was supposed to be like Calling's story. Like, this is where we have more about Calling and we ultimately have her fight and she ends up losing at the end. But it just seemed like it was more about the God Spears, the Heart of the World, the Seal Stone, than it was about the Calling fight. Going through this, you'll probably realize how much time I spent fighting the perils and Calling versus how much time I've spent talking about the Seal Stone, the Heart of the World, and whatnot. I'm not like the top biggest Maple lore person, but I am someone who wouldn't mind getting invested into it, which is why I do kind of like going over these kind of things. It kind of sucks though, given how the story was and how good Kali's story was, which I've never actually gone over Kali's story, and I never will, by the way. You're gonna have to see that for yourself when Kali comes out in y'all server. We thought they were taking like a better direction for the story, but the story was just too much new information, too many new characters. We're not gonna be able to like maintain all this info, but who knows? We'll see if all of these puzzle pieces end up putting themselves together in the future story, considering we're pretty much starting a new arc now, so I actually wonder what this means going forward. The person who translated the lore goes on and on and on about things that have also happened in the past, which I do not have the valid information to be able to talk about, so I'm just going to skip over that. We have gone through Shangri-La, and that is that. It's another Corrode-like area, just a few maps to look at, and a new boss fight, and that's pretty much it. We have some of the scrolls over here. We get to see all the seasons. You get to see the maps that do have scrolls and maps that don't have scrolls because, well, their scrolls were taken from the lore. But after all that, I think it's about time we finally wrap up this episode. 2023 episode 1 coming to an end. I think this was like the main highlight, to be honest with you. the big moment. We had that in the absolute fail that was the slime ring. So now I'm just gonna save up my mesos again. If there is a 5, 10, 15 event, oh, could you imagine if there's one next week? Oh god, I couldn't comprehend it. There's no way they would do that to me, right? Like, I'm gonna be tempted to tap on events for the slime ring. The Arcanes are Shining Star Force exclusive. I'm not tapping those outside of Shining. But 30%, 5, 10, 15, I really do want to give a go at this ring. I do only have 2 spares though, so let me go ahead and lock these. So I really just hope that I ultimately end up winning. I do have my little in-game checklist, but I'm probably not going to go over it this time around because, well, other than the weapon, nothing has changed. And also, I wouldn't even be checking out the weapon because the weapon's not 22 yet. But there's a lot of things to go off of, and we got a whole series to look at that checklist anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and call it wraps. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.